The first prison sentence in the alleged plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer was handed down Wednesday afternoon when U.S. District Court Judge Robert Jonker sentenced Ty Garbin to 6 years and 3 months for his role in one of the biggest domestic terrorism cases in a generation. Garbin, a 25-year-old airplane mechanic, was arrested along with more than a dozen others early last October and charged with hatching a plan to kidnap Whitmer from her vacation home in upstate Michigan. Within 2 months, Garbin began cooperating with the prosecution, providing key information and testifying before the grand jury. He pleaded guilty to kidnapping conspiracy in January, making him the only defendant in the case to flip so far. Speaking in Grand Rapids Federal Court, Assistant U.S. Attorney Nels Kessler said it was hard to overstate how significant Garbin's assistance had been, and asked for a sentence of 9 years, well below the sentencing guidelines for the crime. Garbin helped fill in gaps with conversations that confidential informants or undercover agents were not able to record, he said. Garbin is expected to provide testimony during trial that will establish that the remaining defendants were not engaged in near talk, but were serious about their plans. Having someone say this wasn't just big talk, we really intended to do it is a big thing, Kessler said. Many of the remaining defendants in the case have said they intend to raise an entrapment defense, claiming that there was no true conspiracy and that their activities were protected by the First Amendment. Garbin, whom both the prosecution and defense called a star witness in court today, is expected to help the Justice Department push back on those claims. Garbin's grand jury testimony had already helped prosecutors file additional charges, including conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction, against 3 of the alleged plotters in April. Still, Kessler requested a sentence of 9 years, in part, he emphasized, as a deterrent to others who may be tempted to engage in extremist violence. There are going to be people on the bubble for whom this case may make a difference, Kessler said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.